It is so fascinating to me when people jump into marriage and having kids before ever even just looking at themselves and asking themselves, am I in a healthy position to take on this endeavor? A lot of people just jump into relationships, get married, and have kids. They often come from a survival based childhood with fight, flight, freeze, fawn, and severely unhealthy defense mechanisms that fuck them up and fuck their relationships up. And so you can imagine that that would affect the way that they raise their kids. A lot of people just jump into this stuff. They don't take the time to consider, uh, is it me? Is there something that I need to do? Is there something that I haven't been doing? These questions are very important to ask yourself. And the amount of people that just jump into marriages and have kids with people and then end up in just terribly unhealthy, abusive relationships. It happens all the time. And either they learn how to sustain it, even though it's a regular battlefield, or they get divorced and separate. A lot of people probably, I'm not claiming fact or truth here, I can imagine that a lot of people are actually unaware that there's a difference between unhealthy relationships and healthy relationships. And this all stems from an unhealthy survival based childhood with fight, flight, freeze, fawn, and healthy childhood with healthy boundaries, individuation, and differentiation. No childhood is perfect, you know. Uh, all children come out of childhood with some level of trauma. That's the reality of it. But imagine you actually stop yourself and look at yourself and do the work before you actually marry and have kids. How much could change? It's wild.